So now let's talk about what Sweden, and specifically one of the most prestigious biotechnologically advanced universities in the world. We're looking at Lund University in Sweden. And recently their embryo stem cell success, they've been able to cure Parkinson's in rats. And right now, this may not be relevant to human medicine. If they can cure Parkinson's in a rat, it's only a matter of time before this does actually lead to a human recovery. So Parkinson's is a neurological disorder. And because they have been able to cure Parkinson's in a rat, they're actually soon they're theorizing that they can actually branch off to Alzheimer's and other neurological disorders like epilepsy, which could relate to my life. And so we have these major neurological orders that soon we may be able to cure with this holy grail once again. Stem cell. And using these as neurons to replace damaged ones. There also there's potential therapy for certain cancers, and one of the more significant discoveries is the potential to cure ALS. Probably the most neurological degenerative disease we know of. So this is what Lund has done with their legislation and how they've successfully used their money and education to further research in biotechnology and regarding to embryo stem cell research. So moving on, let's get into, so who exactly is doing this? Well, we know that legislation is not everywhere in the world. However, there is many countries that have legislated embryo stem cell research. In Europe, and Sweden is just one of them. Just to name a few: Finland and Denmark. This is just to name a few. There is a few others. So we could pretty much almost narrow down Europe as one of the more provokingly they're provoking advocacy when it comes to embryo stem cell research, because they believe that the benefits actually outweigh the ethical problems that arise when it comes to stem cell research. So what exactly are they doing? Well, they're using embryo stem cell research, cloning specifically, cloning in isolation of, involving human eggs in therapeutic relation. And this is the key right here. This is why some people have it legislated and some people do not have it legislated. Evidently could potentially lead to revolutionizing medicine. So when is this happening? Well, in Sweden specifically, in regards to specifically embryo stem cell research, this started in about 2009. And where? We could also say in Lund University, Sweden. And why? Well, like I said, it's almost a holy grail right now. It's the potential in medicine is huge. However, this is only theoretical right now. With further research, they can actually make these theories a reality, and we'll get into that later when I talk about why this research should continue. But just one example could be the Parkinson's. And this is why right here, because there really is evidence proving that this could actually happen, and this could cure many diseases that we really have no idea how to cure as it is right now with our current medical I guess the technologies that we have in medicine right now. However, the amazing research of may be able to change that very soon. Okay, we can go over a little bit of the actual history behind embryo stem cell research itself. So we could sit down. Go back to about 1964. And basically, researchers isolated a cell derived from a germ cell. It actually could also say it actually came from a tumor. It did actually come from a tumor, and eventually it pretty much after analysis, this was pretty much the start of a stem cell. These cells, when they were isolated, they grew, and this was the starting of stem cells. So however, they were derived from cancer cells. And 1981, Now what happened here? This was when the first embryonic stem cells in mice were isolated. And earlier I talked about Parkinson's and how they were able to cure it in a rat, and it's only a matter of time before it gets to humans. Well, science and technology, it's always changing, it's always getting better, and it's always evolving. And that's why, even though right now the evidence is only shown in rats, just as here, 1981, embryonic stem cells in mice are isolated. Well, we can fast forward to 1998, once again, very key year, when human embryonic stem cells were actually isolated.